Srinivas gives another interesting explanation. How westernization has aided or facilitated Sanskritization. You tell me, friends, when the Indian society was exposed to Western culture, say broadly during the colonial period, who were the first communities to get westernized? Which castes? It was the upper castes, the Dvijvarna castes, most notably the Brahmins, who started sending their children to these modern educational institutions, adopting the modern or the Western dress, shirt, pant, and so on and so forth. So the upper castes were the first to take to westernization. When they took to westernization, there was a cultural vacuum which was created, which could now be occupied by those from the lower castes. Let me re-explain this. What it means is, earlier, the Brahmins or the upper caste would very zealously guard symbols of their, caste superiority. So the Brahmin in the village would not permit the lower caste to put the tilak or wear the dhoti in the particular manner in which the Brahmins do so. Why? Because these were symbols of upper casteness. So if a Shudra would attempt that, there would be a strong backlash. But now, the Brahmins have gone for westernization. So they are now seeing the shirt pant or fluency in English language rather than Sanskritic literature as the symbol of high rank in society. So they would care less if the Shudra were to adopt what were elements of Sanskritic culture. So the cultural vacuum which was created when the upper caste adopted westernization, that was filled in by the lower castes through Sanskritization. Simply put, the lower caste faced lesser resistance from the upper castes during Sanskritization because the upper caste had opted for westernization. I hope it is clear, friends. So, friends, please appreciate that mobility is very much possible in both caste and class. The degree of mobility may vary, the avenues of mobility may vary, but clearly neither is the caste system totally closed nor is the class system totally open. There are differing degrees of closure in both caste and class as a stratification system. So both systems do permit varying degrees of social mobility. Okay. Now, friends, tell me, if mobility is possible in both caste and class, can we equate the two systems? Can we say they are quite similar to each other? Can we say mobility operates in the same way in caste as it does in class? The answer to that is a big fat no. Though mobility is present in both caste and class, it is of a very different character in the two. So let us try to appreciate how mobility in caste differs from mobility in class. Just bear with me for another 5 minutes and we'll be done for the day. See, one fundamental difference is, friends, theoretically or conceptually, is mobility permitted in the caste system? No. Theoretically, caste system prohibits mobility, while theoretically, the class system permits mobility. So, mobility is taking place in the caste system despite theoretical prohibition. While in class society, mobility is actively aided and facilitated by the society. Society provides clear avenues for mobility. Society tells you, if you are born poor, how do you become rich? You work hard through modern education, by honing your talents and skills, by taking risks through innovation. Class society lays down a path for social mobility. The caste society does not. The rate of social mobility, is higher in which society? The rate of social mobility is higher in which society? Clearly, it is higher in class society. Rate of mobility is high in class society, while the rate of mobility is low in caste society. So you would have more frequent, more regular kind of mobility, people going up and down the hierarchical scale in class system than in the caste system. It would be relatively rarer or less frequent in caste society. Nextly, friends, what is the unit of mobility in caste society? In caste society, what is the unit of mobility? Typically, so whose social position improves? Is it of the individual? No, not the individual. In caste society, it is the whole community whose rank is typically elevated. In contrast, what is the unit of mobility in class society? Who becomes richer or poorer? It is the individual and along with him, his or her family. Nextly, friends, what are the consequences of social mobility in the two systems? What is the consequence of social mobility in class system? If I become richer than I am, what is its implication? Its implications are quite straightforward. It simply means that I can now afford certain things which I earlier could not. So my material possessions, they will improve. So if earlier I did not have an air conditioner in my house, now I can afford an air conditioner. If earlier I was going on a scooter, now I can afford a car or a bike. In other words, the main consequence of mobility in class society is an improvement in the material conditions of the individual concerned. What are the consequences of mobility in caste society? What happens when a caste undergoes mobility? is it is not as straightforward. The consequences of mobility in caste society are much more complex and varied. One consequence, of course, is an improvement in the ritual rank. Improvement in the ritual rank. But apart from that, attempts to mobility may also be met with hostility. So if this is the caste hierarchy, now I starts to, this I caste group attempts mobility and claims a status higher than H. Say by Sanskritizing, he claims I'm superior to H, my lifestyle is closer to A. Then what will H do? They will take it lying down. Have they worn bangles in their hands? No. So it may lead to inter-caste conflicts. Right? Also appreciate, is A likely to take it lightly? If I is copying his cultural symbols, something which only he was doing earlier or they were doing earlier, now these lowly I are doing. So I may also face oppression at the hands of A. So point is, the consequences of mobility in caste system are much more complex. It may lead to an intensification of oppression. It may lead to an increase in inter-caste conflict. It may lead to an improvement in the ritual rank. It may also lead to a fission or division within the caste community. So some members of I caste may feel we should challenge the superior claim of H, while some may feel it is not an opportune time. We should not take panga with H. So the community may get divided on the issue. Now when that division happens, it's not an ordinary division. Why? It can lead to a problem in finding marriage mates. Why? Because all boys in I, they need girls from I. So the consequences of mobility in the caste system are varied and complex. Finally, friends, in the caste system, mobility is necessarily dependent on what? Which is not the case in class system. But in the caste system, any claims for higher social status are dependent on who? Dependent on the other castes. Absolutely. So if I is claiming higher status than H, by say adopting vegetarianism, which is the lifestyle of A, then when can I be considered as having become superior to H? When, for instance, A starts accepting a particular kind of food from I and not accepting it from H. So in the caste system, mobility is subject to, or any claim of mobility must be accepted by other higher castes. In the class system, friends, mobility is not subject to anybody's approval. If I have become richer than I have, whether you like it or not, whether you approve of it or not, if I have acquired more money than you, then I simply have. Right? So lastly, we said mobility in the caste system is, or claims of mobility in the caste system must be approved by others to gain social legitimacy, while it is not so the case in class society. It does not require, in class society, attempts at social mobility do not require acceptance by others. So clearly, friends, though mobility is present in both caste society and class society, they are not the same. So with that, we are done for the day. Thanks a lot for your patience.